get free again. It'll be Bullock. Right side, Kentrell Bullock into the end zone. Touchdown, South Alabama. What an offensive series to open this ball game. Once again, showing pressure. Here comes Hughes, and they get to him. The pressure overwhelms Armenta. That's Blaine Myrick out of Fairhope. He looks back up. Myrick's by him. And a bad snap over the head. And that'll go through the end zone. And that's 2 points for South Alabama so far this year. Snap is on the way. The kick has the distance, and it's good. Kind of died at the end, but push. Bothwell again. He's got some space. Fluff Bothwell running over a defender inside the 5 to the 3. Wydette Williams stopped the Lopez hands it off. Bothwell into the end zone. Touchdown, South Alabama. I think their passing game, too, has kind of kept South Alabama off kilter just a bit. Tipped at the line of scrimmage, intercepted. That's Wesley Miller. Miller inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And Wesley Miller wearing the... It'll be first and goal at the 8. Gio looking for a pass in the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, South Alabama, DJ Thomas-Jones. So it is Bullock on second and goal. Gio will take it himself. Gio Lopez breaking tackles into the end zone. Touchdown, South Alabama. Gio. Fourth and goal. Armenta, plenty of time. End zone, incomplete. And South Alabama has turned him away. And they will indeed give it to Fluff. And he will bull his way into the end zone. His second rushing touchdown. And that should be the nail in the coffin as South Alabama has added another touchdown here. Showing some pressure on 4th and 1. Curry, I don't think he got it. He needed to get to the 37-yard line. I don't think he even got to the 36. Ed Smith, the 4th. The guy that leads the charge, and the 4th down stop for South Alabama. 2 timeouts left. And there's McReynolds, left side, looking for a hole. Braylon McReynolds into the end zone. Touchdown, South Alabama. Bam, gets it done.
Really proud of the way our guys played. This is a really good opponent. Coach Vince has done an outstanding job with their program and the way they play the game, what they do offensively, defensively. They're a very tough team to get prepared for. And they're a very tough team to compete against. So I'm proud of the way our guys played, though. Defensively, I'm just very proud of that unit. Will's done an outstanding. Coach Wyndham's done a great job, just continually getting better and better. And it's not time to take inventory yet, but we are improving. So it's good to see that. And offensively, it was good to see us get back on track. It really was. To see us run the football for, I think it was over 300, 355, have a couple kids over 100 yards. It was good to see us control the game like that. And really proud of the statement there in the third, fourth quarter swing where there was a 19-play drive that ended up with 0 points, and the offense took over at the -7 and went 93 and scored. I thought that was a great turn of events. It just showed our maturity late in the ballgame. So.
What in the world did you say at halftime?
Didn't say anything special. Just talked to our guys about, if we play hard, if we play the hardest, the longest, we'll win the game. It's a possession game. Everybody in this locker room knew it was going to be like this. Everybody knew it was going to be like this. I don't know what we're going to do on offense to start the half. If we go down and score, we take the lead. If we don't and they go down and score, it's a 2-possession game. But what we can't have is a bunch of worriers and a bunch of scoreboard gazers and guessers and predictors and just play. Just play. And our guys played their tails off. So I'm just proud of them. They're growing as a team. We're learning. We're not there yet, but we're doing the right things.
I think it held them -7 in the third quarter and scored 3 touchdowns. Kind of a good way to take control of the game.
Yeah, we actually had hemmed and hawed all day at the hotel about whether to take the ball or not. And I thought, we all came to the conclusion that we needed to defer, put our defense out there first, see if we could get a stop. We did. We got a score. Then we didn't play as well as we needed to in the first half on a few things, got in some bad leverage positions, and the game got back tight. But to have that possession to start the second half, and for Rob did a great job staying with the runs, mixing up some movements with the quarterbacks, mixing up the tempos, and we got a rhythm going offensively, and it was a good feeling.
Wesley Miller made a couple of big plays, the interception, but also forcing the guy out of bounds, which would have been a long game and might have helped them get back in the game.
Yeah, on the outside zone. Yeah, and then he had that stop there on the pass play where he knocked him out. He's just continuing. A lot of our guys, on defense, like we talked about, there was 2 or 3 starters. Maurice, Voice, Bubba, Fletch. And then when Fletch went out, then we had 3. And the other 8 are brand new. So they're just accumulating reps and just getting better with each and every rep. Now there were some things in there too where we gave up a touchdown, but more good than bad. And I think we're starting to learn and where our eyes need to be, timing of plays. So we just need to continue to improve, go back to work.
Gio didn't run the ball hardly at all. I mean, was he just more sore than usual, or was that a game plan?
No, he had a couple runs. I thought Rob did a great job of using him the right way, and our tailbacks were doing a great job running the ball. Offensive line, the tempo was giving them problems. They weren't getting hands in ground. They weren't coming off the ball, so we were able to get a little bit more of a push than normal. And our backs were finding creases and running hard. And when that's the case, especially with what we're dealing with the injuries, it was a really good job of taking the run game off of them, I thought.
Kentrell seemed like the plan was to run the ball. Just how well did you guys execute it, you and Fluff and everybody else?
I think the bye week was a pretty big week for us, just preparation, and that's what we did majority of the week. We prepared running the ball, just all the things that we could do, and we executed pretty well.
To do what you did in the second half, first half was kind of iffy.
Yes, sir.
What did you guys do? How did you regroup at halftime?
We just played ball, came back, had a little speech. We just had to keep going. That's how we hit the bye week. We had to keep going, and it showed tonight.
Did you just not get the ball cleanly on the fumble, and how do you kind of bounce back mentally from it? Because you seem like you did.
Yes, sir. Well, I think when I got the ball, I was still trying to get full control of it, and that's when I had made contact. But it happens. Like Major said, it happens, and so just brush it off and go back and do the same thing.
The long touchdown run at 24 yards. Talk about what you saw and not being denied getting to the end zone.
Just red zone, low red. Can't be denied. That's it. Can't be denied.
What's it like to be in a offense where, like the second half, everything is clicking? You know you're going to run the ball, that's the basis, but everything is working. What's that like?
It's preparation for real. Like I said, the bye week, we had the whole bye week just to prepare for it. Just the fast tempo offense, just preparing. Our O-line, they did great this week, and it showed.
Second half shutout, including a couple of stops on 4th down. Just what was working in the second half again?
We really just focused on doing our job. We came in halftime, and we coach kind of told everybody that we need to kind of step it up and still go out and execute better than we did first half. So we was doing what we was told to do.
You got your hand up and tipped it to Wesley, I guess. How big was that play? Kind of flipped things now.
That's crazy. I never tipped the ball, and I took the ball in practice this week, so it was just a direct reflection of practice to the game. So it was a great feeling.
Being able to get off the field on 3rd down, you guys hold them to 3 out of 15. Talk about the emphasis on that as well.
It's big. So coach focused on all week, stopping them on 1st and 2nd down to where we can get into our pass rush situations on 3rd down, and instead of making it an Elmo situation, 3rd and short, where we know they're gonna run the ball, kind of put them where they don't want to be, and so we can add value rushing the passer.
This is the first time they've not scored in the red zone this year when y'all stopped them there late. Were y'all aware of that at all?
Oh, yes, sir. They came into our house 100% at red zone. So we focused big on that this week. So this past 2 weeks, and it showed up on game day. We practiced hard at it this week.
Yeah, the running game. Kind of makes your job easy when you got Bullock and Bottle busting out like that.
Yeah, just hand the ball off and carry out your fake. That's all I had to do today.
No sacks today allowed. Talk about the protection of the offensive line and the great job they did opening up holes.
The O-line's always great to me. They've gotten some slack during this past week, but I think they always play great. They fight hard, and sometimes it was my fault. I was getting out the pocket a little too fast last week. So this week I did a good job staying in the pocket, and then run game just ripped for a lot of yards. So they did a great job.
Talk about the difference between the first and second half. It seemed like everybody got a lot more comfortable, even on that first drive.
Yeah. I just think everyone was a little – honestly, we've been playing a lot of night games. So, everyone in the halftime was like, it's kind of hot out there. We got in the second half, it was more of the climate we're used to playing. We need to work on that, practice a little, maybe some maybe move our practice back a little bit for we can get ready for the Heat. But I think all in all, I think we just locked back in and we just knew, like, okay, we can play, like, fix it. Because the reason we were down was our fault anyway on offense. So just cleaned it up and listened to coach and do our jobs.
Once they had the pick, in the second half that kind of stopped their momentum and set you guys up for a score, just what you see on the play?
I really didn't see anything. I just seen the ball. Somebody tipped the ball, and I seen it in the air, so I just went and grabbed it, honestly.
Shut them out in the second half. Just what was working, how big was that for you guys?
Oh, great. Big time. I just think it all ties back to practice. We practiced really hard all this week, all last week, so it prepared us.
You made a big play there on the sidelines to prevent them from having that pass play to keep the drive alive, just getting the guy out of bounds. Just talk about that play, what you saw on that play.
I was just told to stay deep and watch any double moves, any trick plays. So I was just told to stay deep, and I seen it, and I just went in. I activated, and I hit him.
You had the number 5, and you had a big game. That doesn't always happen. Some guys have the number 5 and don't play very well. But just what did that mean to you, and did it give you a little bit of extra going in there?
It meant a lot. I was blessed to get the number 5, to represent the number 5. And I wouldn't say I had the best game, but I did all right.
And the difference in the second half, what was it?
Honestly, we all talked together in the huddle, just about keep doing your job. That was the emphasis for real, doing your job.